Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. You're watching Christian Adventure Gamer. I'm your host, Daniel the Paladin. In this video, we're going to be talking about my top 10 anticipated games of Gen Con 2023, also some tips. And also, before I dive into all of that, I do want to remind you about the Tabletop Adventure Game Fest in Warsaw, Indiana. If you go to tabletop.events, you will be able to go to the conventions and search for Tabletop Adventure Game Fest. I will also try to put a link in the description below if I remember, because right after this video, I am off to the con. And then on Sunday, my family will go up and join me, but enough of that. So some quick tips about Gen Con. Drink plenty of water. All right, it's easy to get dehydrated because all the hustle and bustle moving around. Some areas are going to be cramped, so, people are going to be hot and sweaty. Outside, you might be able to get pops and drinks, but remember to drink water, right? Another thing is bring deodorant. Make sure you bring some deodorant. Everyone appreciates that. And take at least one shower a day if you can. Right? And try to get at least 6 hours of sleep, right? Another tip is, one thing that most people don't think about is the serotonin or the dopamine drop, right? So it's the dopamine drop that you really got to watch out for. And what that means is, like, on Sunday, you leave the con, right? You say farewells and you leave. But Monday comes back and, like, you have just been on this ecstasy high of gaming nerd, Armageddon, right? Like, everything is just in your face, all over the place, and just go, 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 go. And then Monday comes around and there will be a drop. So try to find some things that help you relax, that kind of make you feel good, just chill out and be ready for that drop. All right. So to kind of just jump right in here to the top 10, my first one is Freelancers by Plaid Hat Games. This one looks very interesting. So it's kind of in the same systems as the Stuffed Fables and Commandants, I think is what it's called. It's like you are going into this man's body or brain as he is in a coma, right? So there's a book, these little standees, you have these adventurers. So the synopsis, right, it says that congratulations, humanity is dead. The bad news is that all of the left behind is their garbage and broken gig economy. That's why we need freelancers like you who are ready to take any job, no matter how loathsome. As a freelancer, you will delve into ruins, brave the wild, and slay the hordes of hideous creatures that litter the dark, forgotten corners of the world. And so this looks pretty neat. Just like. So then off to my number 9, it's Robot Quest Arena. So this one looked pretty amazing, actually. So let's see here, Robot Quest Arena. You have these little robots that are going around the board, and they're just kind of like, they're kind of cute. Like, looks like they really put together well. They kind of remind me of the block game where you have those little blocks that kind of turn and move around the board, like that kind of style of art and paint jobs. I'm trying to find a picture of. So the synopsis to it says, your battery cards give you the energy to move, power your weapons, and buy powerful new cards for your deck. Navigate around the hazards of the arena and blast your opponents to the score points. Or sorry, 2 score points. And that is by, if I didn't say it already, that is by Wise Wizard Games. So it's really weird to see them have an actual board game because they usually have just card games. All right, well, let's go on to number 8. That one is Boop. Instead of Boop, it's Boop. It's the Halloween version of Boop, by Smirk and Dagger Games. So this one looks kind of cute. You have these cats that are like holding pumpkins, right? And the black cats have witch hats on. And you have some cats that have look like sheets on them. So it's kind of neat. It's just another take on Boop. I was going to pick up Boop anyways, but since they have this, I'm going to get that there. All right. Next up, we have All right, so City of the Great Machine. So the synopsis to this one is City of the Great Machine is a strategy game set in a grim universe of technocratic Victorian steampunk. And, you know, I'm kind of iffy on steampunk. Some things can be cool. Some things like, okay, overdone. But this one looks really, really good. It looks almost like a dungeon crawler, kind of, right? So obviously I don't know a lot about how it plays. But you have these different tiles that you're moving to. It looks like different parts of the city. The game features the conflict between the Great Machine, an artificial intelligence network, and the Alliance of Heroes. The Great Machine is either controlled by a player or automated, which completely changes the gameplay. The Great Machine controls the city built on mobile platforms in the sky. As the Great Machine, the player or game AI commands a force of perfect servants and mechanical guards. The Great Machine's ultimate goal is to suppress social unrest and complete the grandiose master plan to perfect mankind. So it's really neat. I like this. We got like this really outlining board. You have like this thing that looks like a giant clock, right? So that represents time, I assume. The tiles look amazing. The artwork looks amazing. So I'm really excited about this one. Definitely going to check that out. And next up, we have the Kinfire Chronicles. So this one is a dungeon crawler for sure, and it comes with like acrylic standees, or maybe it doesn't come with it. Maybe they're just upgrades, right? And so you have these. And there's like a book that you go through. It's got the map tiles like on the book as you flip the pages. So it's a story-driven game for sure. Yeah. All right. That one is done by where is it? So Incredible Dream Studios. So yes, and then the the City of the Great Machine. That one is by Crowdy Games. All right. So then after that one, we have Wonder Woods. This one's really neat. It's got some like meeple mushrooms. So this one looked really neat to me. I like the idea of like the mushrooms in the forest, right? You got these little baskets. It looks like you're using to, you know, collect the different mushrooms and stuff. So you got some morels on there. The artwork looks really good for what it is, and it's by Blue Orange Games. So this is one that's on my list. The rating on it is a 6.5, I think it is, or 6.8. So it's kind of lower, but you know, I think it would be good for my gaming group. So it looks really neat. Let's see what the synopsis says on this one. Fall is here. The woods have been watered by the rain, and the woods have sprouted. The mushrooms have sprouted. You and your green-fingered friends are ready to go to your favorite mushroom patches and to pick Jarrells, Morels, Boletes, and Parasol mushrooms. Be careful, though. There are others who have found those secret mushroom patches. And so up here in Indiana, like, mushroom hunting is a big thing. I wish I had more time to do it, and I haven't done it in years, but I know that it's just one of those things up here. All right. Next up, we have... this one was I found after I did all my videos and stuff. This is called King Hill, and it's by a self-publisher. The artwork is beautiful. It's like adventure-esque. It looks like it's worker placement. You're putting your workers around the board. You have these cards you're picking up, so I don't know if there's a deck building aspect to it. It almost looks like there is, you know, obviously you're collecting the cards for points. I wouldn't say deck builder, but for points, because a lot of the cards have different backs. So that's my assumption. The synopsis on it says that King Hill fuses the strategy of a worker placement game with the drama and tension of a deck building card battler to create a fantasy game like no other. Okay, well, that kind of answers my question, right? Train your workers Two rival kingdoms are locked in a deadly battle for survival. Play on your own or with a friend to determine who's worthy of the Moonstone's incredible power. Train your workers, gather valuable resources, and recruit legendary heroes as you muster your forces for battle. Then, when the time's right, take the fight to their castle. But be careful you don't leave yourself open to a powerful counterattack. So it looks like it takes about 90 minutes or less, and it's only 1 to 2 players, so not bad. All right, now and the publisher there just says that it's self-published, so I don't know who is publishing it. Then we have number 3, which is it's by Devere. It's called 3 Ring Circus. This looks amazing. So you have these little, it looks like a worker placement game, but you have these little, I don't say meeples, but these little, they're circus tents, what they are, but those look like Smarties or candies, like, I wouldn't say Smarties, but just like a Spree maybe, but they look like a circus tent, so red and white, and blue and white, and yellow and white, and you are going through and trying to collect different cards to gain points. There's a point tracker, but yeah, this thing just looks amazing. It looks like you're traveling to different towns putting on, or maybe like trying to put up circuses in those towns. And so the synopsis here is that the circus has come to town. Under the tent, jugglers, clowns, magicians, strong men, and wild beasts capture the curiosity of a depicted audience that applaud nonstop. After each performance, your little trope accumulates fame and may one day pique the interest of P.T. Barnum, the greatest circus mogul of all time. In 3 Ring Circus, players take on the role of a circus director who tours the United States at the end of the 19th century. Your objective is to hire artists and offer performance in various towns and the cities with the intention of gaining fame. In towns, features are easy to set up and give you starting resources to upgrade your cast. Small cities are somewhat more demanding, but they allow you to come into contact with better artists. Audience in big cities are even more demanding and want to see very specific numbers, but performing there brings you much more fame. All right, well, that's enough of that reading, but the artwork here is great. It's fun. It's definitely something that looks family friendly. What's the age on it doesn't say. So this is what I'm looking to get. All right, so next up is Last Light. All right, so this game looks really amazing. Obviously, I know there's a lot of buzz about it. I'm hoping that I can get a copy of it. I heard that there's only going to be deluxe copies of it, and I heard it's around $250. I would like to get it. I'm going to see if I can, but I also have a budget. And then, last but not least, it's something that's probably like, oh yeah, because everyone's buzzing about it. It's Lorcana, just because it's Disney and it's a collectible card game. So that's my number 1. The artwork is beautiful from what I've seen. It really stinks that it's only limited, but I'm hoping to get something, right? I am playing it at a Lorcana event, so even if I can't buy anything, at least I'm playing something. So all right, so also before we leave, I wanted to say that if you see me at Gen Con, I'm taking some little things to give away. I'm not gonna say what they are, but I'm taking so many each day with me to the con. But if you see me, say hi to me and you might get something cool. All right, so hey, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.